Hi everybody. I want you to know that I am postponing my daily workout for this video because when I woke up today, I woke up to a comment on my assembling the KNK Force video. I think it was the unboxing video. Either which way. And I felt that it needed to be addressed because it touched on some things, some tricks that I've learned when it comes to choosing equipment. And Rastan 1977, and I don't know if I pronounced that right, whatever, wrote, I don't want to sound nasty, but why would you buy a machine based purely off hearsay and printed specs? There's not one single review on this machine. And they don't really sound nasty. That sounds like a pretty legitimate question, so I'm going to answer it. And I started to answer it by typing, and I realized that it was, I'm lazy. What do you want from me? So why would I want to buy the KNK Force when there were no reviews to tell me it was a bad machine? Well, stepping back to the Cameo, I had actually researched the Cameo, my first machine, a lot because I had bought a Cameo before and it didn't work out and I had to return it a couple years before that. So I researched this time and I found a whole lot of people talking about how wonderful it was. And oh, they were so happy. So I got it and learned the hard way that those reviews suck. These people are paid to review them. They paid to put it, they're given this free machine to talk about it on their website and make it sound, and I don't know if many people are aware of this, but some places will not give a fair review. As a result, they'll try to make it sound nice because they want the stuff to keep coming so they can keep reviewing. Whereas I don't. I paid money for my equipment, so I'm going to tell you what I think. But so with the Cameo, I was given a difficult time with customer service, and then the machine didn't break. And then whenever I got my refurbished machine back under their warranty, it still was never quite up to par, and I had to learn this the hard way despite a lot of good reviews. So whenever we went to buy the Pazzles, I looked even harder, and we were hours and hours and hours of looking up reviews, checking out people's comments and forums. Then I thought, and I remember telling my husband, this must be a good machine. I'm not finding anything bad about it, and it's strong enough to cut shrinky dinks, so it's the machine. No, it wasn't, because of course, just like with the Cameo, I had to learn the hard way that their customer service sucked, and maybe their customer service has improved now. I'm told it has, but it's too late for me. Then what the trick I learned was, don't look for good reviews. So I started putting in key phrases like Pazzle sucks. You put in the Pazzle sucks and you're going to find more than just me. But before I started saying it, there were other things, and I started putting in the Cameo is broken, the Cameo won't work, yada yada yada. And I learned that there were negative thoughts and negative reviews out there. They were just suppressed, and you had to know how to hunt for them. So when it came to the KNK Force, of course the first thing I did was look at the specs. I need a machine that's going to do what I need, and this machine is very, very strong. Oh, I haven't got started on my KNK Force because I'm waiting for the firmware to catch up so it'll work with shortcuts a lot, because that's what I bought it for. There are a lot of really good, and mind you, we haven't updated the firmware lately. We're actually going to be doing that today in about 40 minutes when my husband comes home for lunch and to see if it's been caught up because of how sick I was. I'm so behind. But there are a lot of good videos on YouTube where people are showing off their KNK Force. As far as reviews go, when I'm done, there will be at least one review. It'll be mine. I have done reverse researching and have not found a single complaint. What I found about the company was a lot of loyalty and talk about how wonderful they were, so that when me and my husband started dealing with them before we ever bought the KNK Force, I can say that they do indeed live up to their good service reputation. And even after we bought our Force, they still live up to their good service reputation. They have been treating us, they treated us very well. Now, I would have preferred to wait to buy our KNK Force until it was caught up, but my husband was in a hurry. He really wanted it. He wanted to get it started now. He wanted to make sure I had equipment now. And sometimes it's really hard to get him to understand that sometimes the wisest thing is to step back and wait. So we have this Force. But even so, they were wonderful to let us have it early. They were wonderful to us as far as setting it up goes. And my experience with them so far is absolutely not a single complaint. Now, when I start trying to use it, we'll see if that changes. But that's why we bought the KNK Force, even though there were no reviews, because we looked at the company, we researched people's interactions with the company, and we had to give a new machine a shot somewhere. We had to. And reviews aren't always reliable, apparently, unless you know how to look for the negative. We didn't find any. So that's what's up with that. And it's just a few tricks that if you're thinking about a cutter, you know, instead of looking for, well, what are these good reviews? What do these professionals say? Do a bit of reverse searching and look for complaints. See what the complaints are. Some complaints are going to be petty out there, and you want to have like this petty gauge. Well, there's only one complaint, that it won't cut plastic. That's probably just that machine, you know. But if there's like a lot of complaints of the same thing, then that's something you should pay attention to. And so yeah, it's you know, as in this day and age we're taught don't zero in on the negative, but you know, yin and yang. The good's good for things and the negative's good for things. You just got to learn how to handle it. And yeah, this video doesn't make much sense, but it's been going for 7 minutes and a lot easier to talk it than type it. That's my input for the day. Hopefully I'll be able to get back with you on the KNK Force really soon. I can't wait. I've got stuff I want to cut, and I've only got a week until the convention.